Hello students, today we are going to discuss important 15 marks theory. So the first question is, evaluate wealth maximization and profit maximization or the prime objective of the financial plan. So first is the profit maximization. It is the primary motive of any business concern to earn profit. So profit, it is the mean through which the efficiency level of an organization can be measured. So every business success and failure is measured according to the profit of the company. So profit reduces the risk of the company, and the ultimate survival of the firm depends upon the profit generation. Second is the wealth maximization. Wealth maximization refers to the creation of wealth of the concern. In other words, it can refer to increase in the market value of the share. Now you can understand the Maruti shares before, how much it was and what is the share value now it is. So we can understand that it is the creation of wealth for the long run, how you are going to ensure the increase in the value of its shares. Okay, so what is the profit maximization advantages? That the efficiency level of an organization can be ensured only through profit. The interest of the shareholder, creditor, employee, bank, financial institution, everyone's interest can be protected through the welfare of, for their welfare also will be ensured only through the profit. The profit enables a concern to take up expansion and diversification program. Profit increases the demand of the shares of the company. Profit ensures the survival of the company. So what is disadvantages? That it does not consider the element of risk. Profit maximization unnecessarily invite competition. Unnecessary government intervention is there because of the profit maximization. Huge profit invite problems from worker. Huge profit unnecessary create doubts in the minds of the customer, is that they are cheating or what. And wealth maximization advantages is that it is clear term. It is all about the cash flow taken into the consideration, and investment and benefit have to be measured. And so it is whether we are completely achieving the overall objective of the company. And wealth maximization guides the management in framing the proper strategies and how to give them dividend policy and all. So disadvantage is that it is descriptive, and it does not have any clear value. Okay, let's move on to the second question, which is the factors affecting capital expenditure decisions. Okay, so first, what and all the factors influence the capital expenditure decision is, first of all, the availability of fund, whether we will get the availability of the fund or what, and what will be the sources where we'll get the fund. Second is the structure of capital. Okay, whether it is debt, equity, or how much of borrowing, how much is your equity, and what kind of a investment you need to be done in a quick manner. Everything is all about the structure of capital. After that, you need to go through with the taxation of the policies, like if there is any tax benefit or concessions from the government. And then you need to understand the government policy for especially industrial policy, fiscal policy, everything we need to go through. Lending policy of financial institution, immediate need of the project, earning, capital return, economic value of the project, working capital, and accounting practices. So the, and along with that we have one more para. These all are the things which are the factors which influences, which affects the capital expenditure decisions. Apart from them, we have the trend of earning. So the trend of earning on project, it is the profitability trend, and it is also a factor influencing the capital budgeting decision. So the profit of return or not or not constant or for any project or firm. So the manager consider fluctuation cash flow for the purpose of making investment decisions to match the repayment installments. Okay. In the previous video also we have gone through, briefly explain the characteristic of a sound plan. So it is acquiring financial resources, analyzing the performance, knowing the financial need, and then doing the proper accounting and reporting. So these all are the characteristic of a good financial plan. When we have discussed in the previous video what are the significance of an operating leverage. So I have attached this pic so that you can get the idea how to write the answer for this question. So that is the reason. Rest everything is same, but for the content I have written, like what you're going to write. For that I have just attached this pic. The same with the question principles of sound financial planning. First we need to have a strategic principle. Optimization strategic principle is the it states the financial objective of the business, okay, overall corporate objective, and various environmental factors such as fiscal industrial policies all are taken. Optimization principle, it is the overall management activity, like proper and optimal utilization of funds. Risk return principle, where we are going to understand wealth maximization of the firm. Why? Because the return is always related with the risk. After that we have the marginal principle. It is to operate at a point at which marginal revenue will be equal with the marginal cost. And then suitability principle, it is to decide whether the funding need of the organization, each asset should be offset with a financing instrument. Flexibility, timing, and plowing back principle. Plowing back principle, it is the focus on internal funds for its need of expansion development. So internal resources not only are cheaper, but they are also strengthen the financial position. So this is capital budgeting process, and bring out the reason for capital budgeting. This is one of the important 15 marks. So capital budgeting process involves the following step. First is the project generation. In the first step of capital budgeting, which involves the idea generation for taking up the project. So it is all about idea which turns into reality. So the investment proposal for a new product or product line, expansion in production capacity in existing product, generation of investment proposal, any original within the firm or outside of the firm, that is all being discussed in the project generation. Second is the project evaluation. Evaluation means you are trying to understand the feasibility analysis, whether how much it has the capacity to be successful at the given cost, and what and all the benefit it is going to be. And it involves the selection of an appropriate thing to measure in term of cash only. So project evaluation can be done with the help of internal techniques available for evaluation, and even the risk factor can also be taken. Each proposal must be very properly scrutinized, checked on the basis of its merit, and even expert advice also should be taken. So these all are very important to create the wealth maximization. After that we need to select the project. The project evaluation is done after several projects proposal, the best alternative is being taken. Okay, we need to, and the selection procedures might change from firm to firm. All the lengths of management can be taken up for selection of the project in consultation with the head of the finance department. After that we have project execution. After that we have the project execution. After selecting the project, what we are going to do is we are going to execute the product. We are going to implement whatever the project we have selected. It is the process of conversing the idea or paperwork into reality. We are going to give the physical form of our ideas. It involves acquiring of fund, making the budget, movement of fund, making the capital asset. Systematic procedures have to develop to execute the project, and proper care has to be taken, and supervision is very much necessary. And after that it comes follow up and feedback. Once the implementation of the project or proposal is covered, an organization activities or operations start, then a feedback or follow up should be done to check whether the planned things are implemented or executed effectively. Systematic procedure should be developed to review the performance of the project during the lifetime and after completion. So comparison of actual performance with the estimated performance, we need to do it so that we can ensure our better forecasting, so that it will help us in sharpening the technique of our policy, and so that we can improve our future. So how you will make the budgeting process? It means first you need to make the idea, and then you need to evaluate the idea, and then you need to select the idea, and you need to execute the idea, and when you execute you have to supervise it, and then you have to go through with the follow up and feedback. So these are all the very important questions, related theory questions we have discussed. I hope the video is helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching.